Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Will all come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. It is midnight. Why is my thing yellow? I didn't tell it to do that. Weird. You are listening to Midnight Ramen, the podcast with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing well. I gotta make my orb not amber. I don't know why amber is the color of my orb. It might be the color of my energy. I don't know. Amber is the color of my energy. No, I don't know why it is. That's weird. I literally just whatever. It is what it is. But I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all, yeah. If you want to watch me record these live on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/MountTheLyricOriginal, all one word. You can find my channel on YouTube, Twitch, and you can see me put some TikToks out with the name Melted Lyric Original, all one word. Capitalize the M in Melted, the L in Lyric, and O in Original. And you should be good to go. That said, let's get on to the news. There's been a lot going on in the world. There was just like a lot of tornadoes in the southern states, like Missouri, Louisiana. I don't know. I can't remember. There's also a shooting in Tennessee, a school shooting in Tennessee, which that's a whole can of worms I could open up on. But not like political reasons. I just feel like there's just a lot of stuff that's like really. It sucks. It sucks what happened. It's stupid what happened. And I might actually go on that a little bit more because and more train derailments. Like, I'd have to okay. I'll start off with that. I'll start off with that because like initially there was this one big train derailment, like a month ago in Ohio, where it spilled a lot of hazardous materials, and it's a real bitch to clean up. And there's just a lot of dirty stuff going on around there, and yeah, not only with the cleanup, but like the way that they're handling it is just not good. It's just not really good. In general, it's weird that like wasn't it like the president has been there, visited the area more times than the representative or whatever of the EPA, or there was just some like weird fact or statistic that like it's like, makes you think. Really does. We do live in a society. We do. We really do. And then there was another one in North Dakota, and then one in the Mojave. The one in North Dakota was also hazardous, but it wasn't near any water source because it's also North Dakota, middle of, no offense, but fuck nowhere. And I'll say it. You're in North Dakota. You have to like. It's a hard. You're like you could throw a dart and try to be dead on, and you'll miss. You'll miss a town. You'll get maybe a small town at best, but like it's North Dakota. I literally have not been past West Fargo. Like hand on the Bible, I will tell you that I have not been further than West Fargo and North Dakota, but you're not missing much from what I'm hearing. Yeah. Uh, and it's just some weird stuff. I think the one of the Mojave was just like an iron one, which like with these three train derailments in short span of each other. I mean, literally two happening in like the span of 48 whatever to what I don't know what the time span was, but like it either tells me that like the train system is trying to like catch up for those mistakes or like, things and delays and other stuff that it caused, like the first one and have caused, or it's done on purpose. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of harebrained, but it's either like because I know there's been definitely kind of a push for the train workers to unionize, and it could be a sign that they're just trying to be like, hey, our working conditions suck, but it could also just be literally pure accident. It probably is that, if anything. But yeah, it sucks. It really does because, but honestly, for like the Fargo Moorhead area, for that, less trains is so much better because like god damn, I have definitely gotten stuck uh in like areas just because there was a train going one direction, or like stuck for 10 minutes just because there was a train, or and they've tried to like basically do a lot of preventative work, especially on where the trains are, so that way you can get around without having to like wait however long. Like if a train is going super slow, you don't have to wait super duper long. But usually a lot of the trains, like even the consumer ones that are like passing by, go pretty dang fast. Unless if you're on the Moorhead side apparently, and that's when you get the slowest shit ones. Like I feel like if it is like one that's doing like a commercial like sale thing, at least when I was working at the TV station, I don't think I've ever really seen a very like a slow train unless it was like late at night. But but when a like one carrying a lot of freight comes by, it's going fast. And if that shit derails, in an area like that, that's scary. That's very scary. And trains need time to stop. It's crazy how people don't understand that. Even in a town that's a pretty much a daily occurrence, or trains are happening. But yeah, yeah. But originally, when I was still living there was really only one way to get like if you want to get to like the main drag on Broadway, from like Moorhead, you had to go all the way into Fargo, or if you want to get to like the Dilworth, like get to Dilworth or anything like on the north side of that track, you'd have to like go into Fargo. There's like a roundabout there now. Go under the pass, and then like if you're going back into Moorhead, you have to like drive across the river again, and then probably by that time like the train has already passed, so like there's no reason to do it. But there's another one, kind of by the Tasty Freeze, that they've been working on since like I was a freshman in college. I literally got my degree and was working in the field during the time that they were working on that intersection. Actually, no, I think they did that. They started working on it the summer after my freshman year. Because I hated that intersection. That intersection was shit. If you got stuck there, like even the most minor inconvenience, you miss the light, yeah, you're there. You're there for a good solid 20 minutes. You're done. Like going northbound or southbound, if you don't get the light before like a train comes, or just in general, you're done. You're stuck there for a little bit. And it sucks. It sucks. But now it's like it's so cool. like the last time that I went there, like I think not the last time I went there, but the time before it, in August of last year, it was like I was like shocked that it was there, and I'm like, I'm so glad this is done because like that means another way to like get around the area, and it's so nice, especially to avoid trains because that's the big thing. That's a very big thing. Um, and and like around there too, especially on the main drag of Moorhead right there. I just thought about like Harold's. I don't drink much. I've never been to JC Chumley's, which is like iconic bar. Uh, I've never been there, but like I've been to Harold's, and the one time I think the one time I went there was like my graduate, like the night before graduation. It was me and a couple of my working buddies from the Memorial Union that we were all graduating basically. A lot of us were graduating, and I feel kind of bad. And I'm like, boss, I don't know how y'all gonna do it next year, but good luck. I mean, they got it done, they got it working, they managed it, but we had like let me give you that me 1, 2, 3, like five, I want to say, people graduating in the same time. So yeah, that was a lot. A lot of building managers slash building assistants that were graduating at the exact same time. It was nuts. And I think some of the ones that were like previous ones were there too, because I know one of them wasn't really working with us, but he was there. I miss the gang. I miss one of them is just so funny. He's so cool. uh, I don't want to dox his name. I don't want to dox any of their names, but like, goddamn, I'm thinking of him. He's such a funny dude. I remember one time. I remember actually, there's a couple times when I was a building manager that like I've had just a one blast of a time. So our main ballroom, and I think this is a big one that really happened. Uh, I think it was like three of us, me and two other guys. It was like we had to get like a flip done or like clear out the ballroom. I don't know why, but when we were like cleaning up or whatever, we started just playing meme shit music, and we were just like, I don't know what it was. It was just like the vibe in there was just so funny. It was so freaking funny. I miss that stuff. It's great. Uh, and I think we talk about it sometimes still. I don't know if I have any like saved any of the like footage or stuff from that, but I just miss those days. Those were funny. Those were fun. Uh, I hate having to do like short time flips, but those flips were. I think when I was mainly a building manager, there weren't like super quick flips because not only like my job now is like I'm only doing a lot of the like audio, technical stuff. But when I was a building manager, I was like setting up the tables, making sure they're all set in place, making like doing the audio visual, doing the stage, doing pretty much goddamn everything. It sucked. Lighting sometimes, uh, depending, because like the ballroom doesn't have too much control, but like getting the mood, quote unquote. Yeah, that's one thing you had to do. Make sure the sections were all working together. Oh, I hated that ballroom. I hope that ballroom is getting a renovation because it needs it. That room needs it. I don't think it's been updated since like the 90s. Like, or before I was born. I don't know. Maybe the 80s. I don't know when it was last really touched or like updated. But yeah, those were. I miss those days. I really do. Uh, I think yeah, we did. We did a lot of stuff. I remember one time we were in a meeting doing like a work meeting, and one of the building managers like is just comes in. He came in late. He was like sweaty, like you could see like this guy like If he was outside in the winter, like he would be steaming. He was that sweaty. Like in an hour, he like flipped like 40 tables. It was like 40 tables and stuff, and did all this like crazy chair things. I'm like, God damn, that's nuts. And like and I think we had like pretty bad carts. There wasn't a very efficient way to move like tables and carts and stuff like that. And the old table carts that we had were definitely showing their age. So they weren't moving as well. So they were kind of hard to push. But once you got them, but then we got like new ones that were like pretty much box standard. I even see them at my job now with some of the people that do that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's crazy seeing the difference. It's so crazy seeing the difference. Um, of like how easy it is to move those. And it has like little stopper things that man, I do not miss those old carts. You can fit a lot of them on there, but they were pain in the ass. Oh yeah, they sucked. But then obviously pandemic, and then we just basically kept the ballroom this pretty much the same the whole time because you know the main thing was like cleaning it, making sure everything was sanitized. I think yeah, that was the big switch when the pandemic hit was really didn't go to like changing the room. It was more about making sure shit was clean. And that goes for like every room around the building was making sure that everything was clean like after every use. And although it didn't wasn't like too tedious, it could have got, it could be a pain in the ass sometimes. Just making sure that, shit got wiped down, doesn't look gross. And there were definitely worse, like even like when it started like lightening up, there were definitely like tables that, regardless if there was a pandemic or not, like I question on what people were doing on that table. It was just like nasty, just like grime, muck, garbage. It's like, dude, clean up. Like dried up sauce, like ketchup or barbecue sauce. Uh, Speaking of like food for that area, so we had this area down below what that like had um it was basically like kind of like a fast food eating place, like a I'm just trying to think of a restaurant. I don't want to say kind of like a Buffalo Wild Wings in a way, but not, but is, but not. But they had a Coke Freestyle, which is basically a Coke like a Coke pop machine that you can customize the flavor and stuff like that. So what I would do, because I was a kleptomaniac when it came to food in that building, is I would get food, get my normal food, take that cup that I would get. And I think even when the pandemic was going on, I think I abused the shit out of it. But not like hard. I think I got maybe a new cup or something like that. But I would reuse a cup as much as possible because I wanted to get like I had at least during my shift, if I had some of their food, I would go other than the meal itself, I think I would probably go through 2 or 3 large drinks. Just because. I'm not kidding. Because I was a thirsty boy. I went through like my drink of choice would always be a Dr. Pepper cherry vanilla. That is so freaking smooth. Like if you have a Coke Freestyle, try it. It is some sweet shit. And I think the closest thing that you can get just out there is Dr. Pepper cream soda. Maybe just put some like grenadine in it. That's kind of I think that would kind of be the same vibe. but it, yeah, it was just so good. It's so smooth. It's like it's rich. It's like super rich. So like I don't know. There's nothing that beat it. I swear. It was good. But yeah, I do not miss cleaning up after that because there was a lot of tables, a lot of nights when I was like closing up the building. It like that food did not last long. So like the garbages and even some tables, it just stunk. It reeked. Like it was greasy. It smelled horrible. Like if you didn't get it in time or if like it got into like cuz when like in a trash bag we'd have like the normal bag itself that we would take out but then like one under it just to like catch like liquids or stuff like that, just so it doesn't leak, make the box, the bin sticky. Like if you didn't get that like if you didn't get the bag out, the regular bag out, fruit flies everywhere, no matter what time of the year. Fruit flies. I got so mad whenever there were fruit flies, and our boss would just be on our asses about that. I don't miss that either, and I would be so strict about getting all the trash. So strict. Making sure that the rooms were clean. Like I ran a tight ship. Whenever I was doing it, I would always run an extremely tight ship that when like the building closed at like say midnight. When the building would close, I would let people know at 11 o'clock. It's like, hey, we're closing up in an hour. Just so you know, you don't have to leave now, but hey, just letting you know, 30 minutes. Another warning. Just letting you know, guys, I'm going to be closing up in like 30 minutes. Whatever. 15 minutes. I'm going to be closing up in 15 minutes. And if no one left in 5 minutes, like, hey, guys, you got to go. But if I saw anyone after, I'm like, get the... And I'm paraphrasing here. I would just be like, get the fuck out of my building. Get out. I didn't... I was like... Whenever I saw like a group like leaving at 12:01, unless if like I knew the people, I would just give them like the most haunting stare. Just like the most haunting Midwestern passive aggressive stare. And there were definitely people that did that a lot. And there was this one lady that would just like appear. So like we had to make sure that she was not in the building. And like checking the bathrooms too, that's a big one. Especially like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, like 5 minutes before, because sometimes people would still be in there. And I got used to like, I mean, obviously, like me, a dude, having to like knock on a girl's bathroom door when it's closed. There's like a lane, so like a line, so you like can't see anyone in the bathroom. So you got to walk in and go around that like barrier to see what's going on. But I would obviously like knock on the door before opening and be like, "Hey, building manager, just letting you guys know, closing up soon." And obviously we had to air that out because the girls' bathroom upstairs, I don't know what it was. It always stunk. Like if we didn't air it, it would smell like and not because of like any like period shit, it would stink like a harbor. It was so bad. And some nights like I think it was like probably like a drainage thing because I remember like having to pour water down a few times in the drain just so that the smell would go away. Or I think, yeah. And that was the main thing that would cause that. It wouldn't happen in the guy's bathroom literally next door. It would only be in that girl's bathroom. Wouldn't be in the one downstairs. If there was a secret other bathroom, I don't know about it. But Only in that bathroom would that happen. It stunk. It reeked. It was horrible. Like, ugh. Like I wouldn't throw my worst enemy in there. It smelled so bad. Oh, no. No, sir. No, sir. And then at the end of the night, and our boss wanted us to do like this weird route to, I had like a route to do my trash, or like basically how I'd close my building. I'd do my runs. So like I'd start at the top building, do a loop. There was an elevator kind of near our office. So I'd take the cart down, do another trash loop, get to like this certain area kind of where it's the link between our building slash the food cafeteria, like mess hall, because our buildings are just connected. So I would take that door to the employee entrance and then go to the trash. But the way that we were supposed to, quote unquote, was to go take this other elevator that was like in our kind of like basement-y area, because we had the main level, but then like it went down just a tiny bit to like a quote unquote basement ish sort of. So it's like still kind of floor one, but it's also not. It's like a floor and a half. And we up in like a main second level where all the meetings and the ballroom was and that. So I would have to go down, like if I were to go to the elevator that I was supposed to go, I would have to go down the ramp, go across the building basically just to get to the elevator to go to the basement, and then go out of that, take a left into this creepy hallway. And I tell you, it's a creepy freaking hallway. Like, luckily, like they only there's no way that anyone could get in there. Like, even like the president of the university, if she somehow got in there through the tunnel system, because there's a secret tunnel system that goes throughout the entire campus that nobody can really use. If she got in there, she'd be kicked out. And I think she even like said that she's aware of it. She's like, yeah, I can't go in there. I would literally lose my job. It's nuts. Um, but that's only for certain sections. There's like one area that catering you. It's mainly for the mess halls, like catering stuff, because they have a big kitchen, so that way they can get that and move that to the ballroom. That's what it was mainly used. That's what it's mainly used for. Sometimes they just go through the employee entrance and then walk it up the stairs. But when they had to use carts, they used an elevator, and that hallway was so sketchy. There's one chair in like a little sub pocket, like a little pocket of it, and the rest of that area dark, and it was like like an old like kind of shitty chair, but it was like kind of mangled, like a leathery, but like a classroom chair, but had like a leather padding seating, but just kind of mangled, so it looked like kind of decrepit. So it was sketchy as hell. It was so sketchy. Like and then like there were like, because it was also like kind of where the heating pipes and stuff that were. So we'd have to go down there sometimes just to make sure there wasn't like any leaks and stuff like that. But like we definitely like wrote on the pipes, because they were dusty. So we wrote on the pipes and stuff like that. And I think me and my girlfriend at the time did the cliche, like, oh, the heart thing. I think we might have wrote other things as well, because just for laughs. But yeah, I do remember there's a lot of, there were like memes from like 2010 and stuff like that, or sayings on the pipes, just because of how dusty they were and how dirty they were. It was crazy. Definitely a place you don't want to be caught alone without a flashlight or without any source of power, because like it's like the vibes of it is just like, I could get murdered here and no one will find me. Like, it's just It's kind of like the like venti area, like vent area in Nightmare Before Elm Street. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. But like it's like just like pipes and just like you hear like steam ish noises and stuff like that. Like that's what it was. Basically that. Um Tight corridors everywhere. Not a fun environment to be in. Especially alone in the dark. Um we also down there we had this area that used to be a bowling alley. Wait, no, that was above it. But we had this area that used to be a club. It was called the Underground, and we had to get rid of it because the area above it was like basically renovated into this like the premier boardroom like area if they want to if someone wants to have like a meeting, like if the president of the campus wanted to hold like a press conference or something like that, that's where that room that's where it would be held, um and things like that. uh that one room. So because of that, the underground had to be put out of commission, and because the construction and other stuff, it was like it was not safe to be there. It physically, it wasn't safe to be there, even though we were down there for like storage and other stuff like that. It's like we could have used that area because like even when construction was like halted, um we could have done things down there. Like, and people didn't know about it. Like a large majority of people on campus do not know about it. Even the guides, the ambassadors and stuff like that do not, probably now, do not even know about it. And I think my freshman year was the last year that that area was open, because I remember of being at an event down there, in lip syncing Bruno Mars's 24 Karat Magic. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Yeah. I miss the underground was cool though, because it had like a bar area, like a bar, quote unquote. We were dry campus, and you can make like it was made for mocktails and stuff like that. But it was cool. It was so cool. But and I had like a DJ area, which kind of really didn't get used. I think it probably actually might have connected with the radio station that was originally in that building, but then they moved over to a different one because renovations and stuff like that. It was more convenient for them to be where they are now. But yeah, they did a lot of renovations to the Memorial Union, like this whole basically section. There's like whole sections that were never there. Like the main entrance that's there now wasn't there like 10 years ago. It wasn't. Straight up wasn't. But yeah, I do miss the place, but yeah. I really talked about that. I really talked about the Memorial Union for a long time. I do love working there, and I miss all the folks there. I miss my bosses. They're cool. One of them. He's a character. He's a character. But actually, they're all characters. What am I kidding? They're good. They're good dudes. But like, goddamn, drink to that. I think it's time to do a magic pack opening. To do some magic stuff. So, I think I want to change the die that I'm using. I have multiple dice. I want to change it up. Because, like, this one's... Yeah, I mean, it's easier to see. But I'm going to use a different die. I want to use... Man, I don't know which one I want to use. I feel sparkly die is not going to do it. I want to do this red and blue one that I have. This red and blue one's pretty neat. Or red and purple, which is basically the same thing. No, I'm going to do the red and blue. I like it. I like it. Alright. Obviously, same rules as usual. 3 At most, I can open 3 packs, unless there's like a heat pack. Um, and by heat pack, I mean like if I'm like, this wasn't it, I want to open another, and I gotta see. So 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6 are 1, 2, 3 respectively. I gotta roll twice, or roll until I get a single number twice, and whatever that number is, I can only open that many packs. So let's get rolling. 2, 6, 4, 1. I'm hitting everything. 5. So I'm opening 2 packs. So I got the other day, and I'll probably, I'll talk about it in a little bit, but I got some more packs from my LGS. I literally got the last pack, the last set booster that they had in the display thing for Brothers War set boosters. So it has a tag on there. So hopefully there's some good heat in that one. And then obviously I'm still opening ones from a collector box that I had, the completed box. So I'm still going through it in packs. So yeah, I'm still going through that. I got like 3 more. Well, minus this one, I have two more, but we're opening 2 packs. So I feel like there might be heat in this one with the price on it, with the Brothers War. I mean, there's certain things from the set that I want to get, or that I want to have, but we'll see if it actually does happen. Ooh, we might have a list card. I don't know. It could be. It might also not be. I don't know. Ooh, the art. I can't remember what the art is, so I don't care. We got a planes. We got a Wait, let's go a little closer. Combat Corsair. Jordan Medic. Air Marshal. Evolving Wilds. Pretty cool. Yorton Frontliner. Pretty good card. Third Path. Iron. Ion Cast. Whatever. I'm not even gonna. Vanguard. Chromatic Star. Ichor Wellspring. Ooh, Awaken the Woods. Okay, so there was heat. This is actually worth quite a bit. It's a good sorcery spell. It's a mythic sorcery. Create X/1/1 green forest dryad land creature tokens. They're affected by summoning sickness. So basically, they're lands, but they're also creatures, which is very, very good. So basically, you're doubling your lands, which is incredible for green. The foil is a kill zone acrobat, and on the end, we got Architects of Will from the list. This is the second time I've gotten one of these. So there was heat in that pack. God damn. This is definitely worth, I think that is probably worth more than $5.99. I'm going to check that. After this. But let's open on the Phyrexian will be 1 pack. Set booster as well. This one mostly opened the way I wanted it to, but decided at the very end to be a stickler. A poison counter for the token. The art card, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But we got a Phyrexian language forest. To start it off, we got an Axiom engraver. Oil Gorge Troll. Prism. Glistener Seer. Quicksilver Fisher. Resistance Reunited. Waken the Sleeper. Tamio's Immobilizer. Hummingbird. Dark Slick Shores. And hollow is a Bladed Ambassador. Alright. Okay, not bad. Heat though. Let's see. If I roll high, if I roll a 6, I'm opening another pack. Oh, that was it was a 4, but it wasn't on camera. So do I count it? I don't know if I count it. Let's try again. Nope. I rolled a 2, so can't open another one. Can't open. So let me actually just check real quick on Week in the Woods, because I feel like that is worth some stuff. Convenient that I had TCG Player up. Very convenient that I had it. Oh, like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's worth like at least 10. Like, market price is $16. Listings is always 10. That's pretty good. That is very good, actually. And I'm thinking, because I think today is, it's probably not gonna change until like later. Today is like a sealed product, like you get cash back, like 8%. If you're watching this the day of March 30th, that this is getting recorded, and I think they do this kind of frequently on tcgplayer.com. You can get like 8% on like sealed products. So like whatever you spend, 8% of that will go to store credit, which is pretty dang good, especially if you're getting like a fair amount of stuff. That's what I did with this box. I got like $10, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And I can get a good magic card. I can get another Awake in the Woods solely by doing that. I am definitely one to say that, like, do support your local LGSs. I'll go in. I'll tell you how we got the Brothers War stuff. These packs. And I am a full supporter of that. When you can, do support your local game stores. It's helping a business grow, and it's helping them, function and stay alive. And it's a good place to push cardboard. It's a good business to help and it's a good community, very good community. But the last time I went to my local LGS to get these 3 Brothers Wars set booster packs and an LGS exclusive secret layer, because they did it because, like, yes, which is awesome in my opinion. Brain broke. We got there, so like I was like Sunday I was preparing, because I was thinking of like, oh, why not put some money on my 3DS to buy some games and stuff, because the 3DS shop is now dead. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. But then my girlfriend messaged me when I was like, running some errands and stuff like that. It's like, hey, do you want to go to the area that your card shop's in? I'm like, you fucking know it. I got to do that anyways. Like, I was planning on going there on Monday because I was going to get more packs because content. So I'm like, frick, why not? Let's go. So we head out there, and it's also a date too, because, you gotta. And when we got there, it was like 5:59. What I didn't know is that the store closes at 6. So I walk in the door and they're like, hey guys, just letting you know we're going to be locking up in like a minute. And we're like, all right, I'm going to just do a quick checking. We're just checking real quick and then we'll be out. I'm like, fuck. I want to get some like singles. So good. It was kind of a blessing because, like, I did want to get some singles, but I didn't want to like stand for 20 minutes just like for them to find it. So I'm like, I'll just get some cards. And when I got like the 3 packs and like the thing, and I left, and they like basically followed me out the door to like lock it up. And I'm like, I totally feel that, especially since I was literally just talking about locking a building up. I feel bad. I don't like doing that. If you're going to a store, like a restaurant or anything like that, please, if you can read the door. I was stupid. I didn't read. I didn't read the door. It's an honest mistake. I made haste and made sure that I got whatever I wanted to get done. I didn't want to be there super long. I want to make sure that they can go home. I want to make sure that they aren't staying past what they need to be, because I hate that feeling. I hate having to stick around or have people stick around longer than they have to when they really don't need to be. In like in a working condition like that. It sucks. It really does. It really, 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 really does. Unless there's good money involved. If there's good money involved, then maybe you can make you can make some you can make a, what's the word that I'm looking for? A compromise. I don't know if it's compromise I'm thinking of. Exception. Like, you can make an exception for that. If you're making like good money or like tips or something like that, I'll make an exception to that. Let me argue. That's not what it was. Like, you can make an argument. That's a good one. Thanks, Scrappy. I was like, I couldn't remember. It was an exception argument. You can make an argument to do it. But like, normally, if you're going to a shop or a store or like an LGS or whatever, it doesn't have to be an LGS. If you're going to a store or like a restaurant, if you're going to be there like minutes before close, be fast. Or don't. Or leave immediately. Like, just like, hey, sorry, didn't know. Hope you guys have a good night. And if you want to be generous, give them $1. Give them something. Give them something just to be like, hey, sorry. Oh, I was gonna say I got Jersey Mike's earlier today or yesterday, because March 29th was Jersey Mike Day, or I don't know what it is. It's like Jersey Mike Sub Day. I don't really know what it is, but they do a thing where on March 29th, they donate all of the revenue and pay things to local charities and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I say to some of my guys, it's like, hey, we don't have to have like everything done, but would it be a good idea to go to Jersey Mike's for lunch? And they're like, yeah, sure, why not? And I think I donated like $5 on the top of my sub, and I can get I got a BOGO coupon, so that's pretty cool. So next time I go to Jersey Mike's, I have a BOGO ticket. So that's pretty fun. I'm gonna have to stop and start streaming again because the internet just died on me. Or maybe if I gotta switch it up, it might be it. And it sucks that it just happened during like a thing about being generous. So that sucks. But I'm just, I hate when this happens. I really do hate when this happens. And that's what I hate about, I'm gonna check and make sure that it's working again. Here we go. Oh, it's kicking in. I think it is. That's the one. Okay, so I was talking with, because I'm at home with my parents right now. Not to be weird. It's like I'm living with my parents because, like, financially good. It's also get some more money. It's like if I'm working in the area that I'm in, it's kind of pointless to like spend a lot of money just to go to rent, just to go to utilities and all that other stuff. To do that, just to have it go be wasted on just stupid things like rent and stuff like that. I already done paid rent and stuff like that, so I don't want to, like, I didn't want to have to pay for all that anymore, which is nice. I mean, it's good on the conveniences, but stuff like having your router die on you when you're trying to stream is not fun. I'll say that. It sucks. It totally does, especially when you're in the middle of a show. You can like this will be on the recording because I'm recording it, but it's not going to show up on stream. Hey, and it's back. Hey, and it's back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's back. So I think I mean I can't. It's kind of pointless to say like in the last 10 minutes to like repost it again. That sucks. Whatever. Whatever. But no, as I was talking about, like Jersey Mike's is a good thing to do. I mean, like I wanted to do it because like throughout the month they were doing like like a portion of their stuff was going to charity, but like everything on like yesterday was going like their profits or sales or I don't know what it was, but it's going directly to charity. And they like ask, oh, do you want to donate like $5? I'm like, $5 is $5. Like, come on. So I did that, and that was good. And I got a free BOGO coupon. So next time I go to Jersey Mike's, and probably with my girlfriend, I'm gonna be like, coupon. That's good. I do like Jersey Mike's. What I usually get there is the Chipotle melt, like Philly cheesesteak, that thing. Yeah, the Chipotle cheesesteak. That one's pretty good. I like their hot sandwiches. I do want to try. I want to see how one of those would hold up with the juice. I don't think it would because like the juice like makes like subs wet, and the thing is already wet. So like I don't think that would work out well. But I don't know. I don't know. And I'm looking. Okay, crazy thing. My stream died, and I just looked down to see how many drop frames I had. 0. Crazy. Like what? Uh, but nah. I do like, especially like stuff like that. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. And it's good for like companies to do that sort of thing. You don't see that all that much, all that often anymore, of like companies like going out of their way to like to make a whole day's worth of profit for charity. That's awesome. I mean, you get like McDonald's and stuff like that doing like their own thing, like Ronald McDonald House of Care, or like Taco Bell doing like, oh, you can round it up to help like college education. It's like that's cool and all, but it's not like penny for penny, but like a whole day. But they also do it like throughout the month where they do like stuff. Now that's awesome. Real cool New Jersey Mike's. New Jersey, you may be a stinky state. However, Jersey Mike's. That's awesome. Wait, is Jersey Mike's? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're checking this. Hold on. Hold on. Where's my mouse? I don't know where it went. Hold on. We're checking. We're checking if Jersey yep. Founded in 1956, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So it is actually legit New Jersey store. All right, just wanted to, I honestly just wanted to see. Because I wasn't sure if it was. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to see. I do like their subs. I think yeah, because if the tier list. So the three that I really go to are Jersey's, Jimmy John's, and Subway. I think they're. I wouldn't rank them one above another, but I would say Jersey Mike's for me at least. And it doesn't have to be like whatever you or anyone else does, but for me at least, when I go to Jersey Mike's, I want to get a hot sandwich. I want to get a good, like, good, like, cheesesteak hot sandwich. I'm getting that. When I'm going to Jimmy John's, there's, I think it's just, like, literally the first one. There's, like, it's, like, kind of spicy, but it's not. I think it's a number 7. Number 7. Man urinates on fellow passenger. No, it's not one of the. I can't remember what the one is, but it's like a meat. I don't know. It's a cold cut, but it's good. It's good. I like it. But my Subway one is when I go chaotic. My Subway order is chaotic. So it's not the most like crazy thing ever, but I make that shit look nasty. I make it look nasty. And you're like, oh, I don't like when people like, oh, Subway's bad. Subway's bad. My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. Like, you made you ordered this sandwich. How was it bad? Like, oh, the ingredients are bad. Just tell them to not put that one on there. Like, if you like spoil, like if you see like a black thing on that, just like tell them don't take it off. Or like if you want extra lettuce, just say so. Like go very light on the lettuce. Like just say so, idiot. Never had Subway? You're missing out. I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best. So what I get at Subway is I get a foot long Italian urban cheese. Bread doesn't matter. Although flatbread I heard is very, very good. But you have to get it toasted. You have to get the flatbread toasted. So I what I usually get is Italian urban cheese, foot long Italian urban cheese, meatball marinara. So it's just a meatball sub. What I do is pepper jack cheese, and then I ask to put pepperoni on it. It's an extra meat, so it costs like $1 more or something like that, typically. But I say I want my pepperonis on top of my cheese. They're like, just because like it separates cheese and meat. And I've heard like from, I think the last time I did do that, they're like, oh, you could just put the pepperoni on the meatballs and then do the cheese. It's like, well, no. I want my meats to stick together, you know? Especially like what's preventing the cheese to make the like onions and stuff, the stuff that I'm getting afterwards from falling out? Nothing. They're all good. Like it's gonna fall out of the sub anyway. I don't know what to tell you. So I get it toasted, obviously, because I think I kind of alluded to that. So I get that shit toasted, and after it gets toasted and they move on to like the veggies, I get red onions and jalapenos. So I have just a worse breath afterwards. I just like, I'm going to be on the can and I'm going to be getting it out of both ends. Like my breath is going to be stinky and my shit is going to be hot. So I get that because it's good. It's like crunchy. But, you know, I feel like if there was like bell peppers, I'd probably also get that on there. But I haven't really experimented too much with it. I think maybe I have once in a while, but I don't really that much. But I think the thing I want to probably go a little bit lighter on, because I feel like whenever I do sauces, I put the expectation that's only going to be one, even though I go with like, say, I preference with two, because I do two. I do honey mustard, and there's like a chipotle, like a spicy, not a spicy mayo, but like it's like a spicy, like Baja Chipotle. I think that's what it is now. Because I think before it was like I can't remember what it was. It's like Baja, but now I think it's Baja Chipotle, which is like, it's like a spicier sauce. It's not too spicy, but it's like spicy ranch, I think. I don't know. So do that and honey mustard because it just makes it a little sweeter. And then I eat that thing. I just go ham on it. Like it's wet. It's like that thing is wet. It's got a lot of juice because you got obviously all that just nasty stuff on it. Uh, like I'm just trying to think of what it is. My brain broke because you got the meatball because it has the tomato whatever sauce. You have the cheese, which is for what it is, it's kind of liquidy because you're melting it. Uh, you have both the sauces on top of it, so like all together, like that bread is not gonna soak up all of it, so it's gonna be like leaking a little bit. And yeah, it leaks a little bit, but I like it. That's what I get in my sandwich, and no one can fight me on that. Uh, yeah, I do like me a good sandwich. But you know what I like more? I like pizza. I like pizza more. I do like pizza more. But but pizza is just an open face sandwich. In a way. In a way. In a way. Yeah. I'll drink to that. And you know what else I like? I like to thank you guys. Thanks for listening or watching or whatever on this podcast or show, radio, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming in. Even, after the stream just decided to shit itself. Yeah, you can catch me doing these live. Usually at the same time. Same time. Midnight on Thursdays, typically, is when I tend to do it at the moment. That could honestly be up to change depending on how things go in the future. You never know, because like I've definitely done one on a different day before. I think I've already mentioned which one it might have been. It's a couple weeks ago, so I don't know. But you can also watch the VOD of these on my YouTube channel. Same thing, Melted Lyric Original. All one word, capitalize the M and melted, the L in lyric, and O in original. Again, you can watch the VODs you can watch the VODs on Twitch, twitch.tv/melted lyric original. I do some stuff on TikTok. I put one out yesterday, or technically now 2 days ago, because of it's Thursday. I always get myself on technicalities whenever I'm like talking about like, oh, I posted on Tuesday. So technically it's 2 days ago, even though realistically it hasn't been 2 days. It hasn't been 48 hours. Probably 36. More closer to that. However, realistically 2 days ago. And yeah, I like to post on there. Yeah. And again, oh yeah, thanks to Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. Love their stuff. I should probably make sure that my Snapchats are good. Uh-oh. 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 Because I don't want my shriek to end, especially with some of the bandmates on there. Uh-oh. I have some pretty long snap streaks with them too. In triple digits. Like medium and high triple digits. Almost on 1,000 with one of them. And the other one is like midway, like in the 500s. So pretty good. Pretty good. And thanks again to you guys for listening, watching, and all that good shit. But looking at the time, it's not midnight here, but it's midnight somewhere. But until it becomes midnight here once again, I'll see you next time. But until then, bye-bye.
Just when I needed you, I see from a different view. but now I'm used to it.